My oh my, what an absolute disaster Snapchat is. It was just over 2 months ago that I posted a video on this channel that got 13,000 views on talking about how I was so displeased with the Snapchat update. I had the Snapchat update and whatnot, and I talked about how it was just crap, and how literally like overnight my views on Snapchat were cut by half, guys. It was such a bad update, and that was creator after creator, okay? It wasn't like it was just me coming out and displeasing, what I thought of Snapchat and whatnot. Just an absolute disaster. I didn't like the format of it. Obviously, like I immediately, became like Instagram focused, okay? Immediately overnight. And I spoke about this and I was like, this is going to be a disaster for the stock. Well, this week here, Snapchat stock has dropped 25%. Yes, 25%. We see on Wednesday alone, it dropped nearly 22%, guys. An absolute disastrous week for Snapchat. It's now in the $10 range. Literally today, it hit its all-time low. The stock hit its all-time low literally today of $10.51. They announced earnings, and these earnings were horrible, but I think they're actually going to get even worse as time goes on, guys. This stock is a disaster. They have screwed that platform up so much, it is insane. Jim Cramer said that Saturday's earnings call was like a Saturday Night Live parody. I have not gotten a chance to listen to that conference call yet, but he claims it's like a Saturday Night Live parody, which is absolutely hilarious. I don't know what happened on that conference call, but I guess they just had no clue what was going on. Let's look at some of these numbers behind the company, okay? Snap's disappointing earnings call on Tuesday is yet another sign that its redesigned platform is a dud. The company reported revenue of $230 million, falling short of the $244 million expected by analysts, and daily active users, which came in at 191 million when 194 million was expected. And the CFO said Snap's growth rate in the next quarter will decelerate substantially from Q1, okay? The social media company's executive blamed it on a temporary snag due to the redesign and as a result of a seasonally tougher quarter, CEO Evan Spiegel said. As we have mentioned over the past 2 earnings calls, a change this big to existing behavior comes with some disruption. The fact is, their Snapchat update was garbage. Like, it's not like, oh, it's gonna take some time to just work through this or whatnot. Like they literally had a great product and they made it into a garbage product literally overnight, and they just turned off like so many of the creators that were actually on Snapchat. And it's not just creators, it's just real, actual real people out there, okay? But on the creator side, probably the biggest name in Snapchat was Kylie Jenner. She's supposedly the most followed person literally on Snapchat, and she displeased her, her thoughts around Snapchat many times. Christine Teigen did that. Tons of huge celebrities, talked down Snapchat and kind of what happened there. Obviously, the ratings for Snapchat in the App Store have fallen dramatically, okay? This used to be an app people loved. It was like 4.0, 4.5, stars in the App Store, like unbelievable. And now it's a 1 star, 1 or 2 star rating in the App Store. Absolutely horrible, okay? While on the flip side, you got Instagram there, and people still love Instagram just as much, if not more, than they ever have. Instagram gets a 4.6 out of 5 stars on the App Store, on the Apple App Store, guys. Just an absolute, the redesign, it's literally the worst decision I've ever seen a company make in 10 years of being in the stock market. Let's just put it that way. They had a phenomenal product and they made it into such a horrible product. And this is their main product of their business. Not like they came out and did some new thing or something and they launched some new product and screwed it up so bad. This is their main dog product and they totally screwed it up. If you're wondering what type of loss this company took, it took a loss of $384 million in the last 3 months, guys. They lost they're losing over $100 million per month. Over $100 million per month, okay? Now, I think it's actually going to get worse for the company because what I see is I actually think North American users numbers, as far as daily active users, is actually going to start going down. Not actually increasing. I think it's actually going to start going down, whereas it has been increasing basically since the app came out. I think now we're at a point where those numbers are going to actually start to decelerate, and actually they're going to start decreasing in North America, where the daily active users I think is somewhere around 81 million. I think that has a great possibility of literally going negative. I was would say it could possibly go negative around the world, but you never know. Some people in other countries might just like see it and download it and whatnot, and they're, you know, if they use it a couple days, they're technically a daily active user. North America, I think, is going to be the first market to start to actually go negative, guys. They're taking huge losses, $100 million plus a quarter. They have huge, you know, commitments to the Google cloud. So I think they're expected to give Google like $400 million plus a year and whatnot. So whether they use that data or not, some of those contracts, this company is a disaster right now, absolute disaster. They're one product. They have one real product in this company, and it's their Snapchat platform. And they literally screwed it up so bad, I cannot even explain it. They're one product, guys. One product. It's not like they launched some new thing and that thing was a flop. You know, spectacles, for instance, or something like that. They launched that and it was flopped, and it's like, oh well, you know, it was some other thing we tried over here. This is their one thing. This is their one golden goose, and their golden goose is losing them $100 million plus a month. So when I look at this company, I think they're going to have some structural problems here. There's a great possibility this company could go bankrupt within a few years. You look at the cash pile right now, and it's still huge. You know, they still got a lot of cash in that balance sheet. But then when you start to calculate the numbers and you realize they're losing $100+ million per month, and then you take in the fact that the users could actually start going down, especially in North America, which is our one market that actually makes some good money on an average, you know, revenue per user basis. When you start calculating these numbers out, it's like, I don't know, this company might go bankrupt, and who would potentially save them in that situation? This isn't like, you know, maybe a Tesla situation where the brand is so strong, and, you know, they got a ton of back orders for cars and whatnot, and so they're losing money right now, but the brand is so strong and people love the products and whatnot, and they're like, there's like a cult following. Snapchat's a complete opposite. People are like leaving that platform. People like myself don't even post on there that was like my second biggest thing I would post on. It was YouTube and Snapchat. Now it's YouTube and Instagram. I don't even care about Snapchat anymore. Like it's literally irrelevant to me. That's a totally different scenario there. So who's going to come and save them? Who's going to give them the loans they need, you know, a few years from now, if they do? And they probably are going to need that, because what are the chances they're going to flip this around and start making profits? They could maybe go back to the old design, you know, and just go back. Like I said, I think they should have done that within a few weeks. But management was like, oh no, it's just going to take some time for people to, you know, get used to it. Just get used to it. And it's like, oh man. So frustrating. But anyways, guys, you know, it is what it is. Billionaires can make mistakes too. Evan Spiegel made a big mistake, you know, with this redesign. It's obviously cost him, you know, tons of value already in the company, and never mind what it's going to cost him over time. But let me know what your guys' opinion is on this whole subject. I would love to hear from you guys. Do you think Snapchat stock can recover, you know, long term, or do you think, you know, they're just done as a company? I would love to hear from you guys in that comment section as always. Thank you for watching. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, and have a great day.